I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act.
Me, straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first
No, he can't afford to do that.
He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane.
Anthony Joshua has reportedly stated that his bout with Jake Paul will be a genuine fight, not a mere exhibition. He emphasizes that he's always been straightforward and has no interest in performing for cameras. Every action in the ring, he says, will be real, reflecting a serious and authentic competitive effort.
Crazy. Pressure to deliver. I want to live up to expectations. I've always been true to myself. When people say like more authentic or more real, I've never left like my house and come to a media day or a press conference and thought I'm going to put on an act. And then when I go home, I'm going to be someone completely different. Number one, that's a whole bit of energy. And number two, like, remember, half of the time I'm speaking to people, I feel like I'm speaking to a camera. I'm not speaking to someone on a level. So it's been difficult. I don't really express myself too well to a piece of plastic. I have better conversations one-on-one around.
According to reports, Netflix has offered Anthony Joshua $80 million to face Jake Paul on December 19th. The fight is set to follow traditional Queensberry rules, featuring 3-minute rounds and 10-ounce gloves for both fighters, ensuring that the matchup remains a legitimate and competitive boxing contest in every aspect.
He's not taking nobody's dive to Jake Paul, okay? He's not following nobody's script with Jake Paul, okay? And the difference is, because I've seen a lot of people say, this is a circus. No, it's not a circus. Anthony Joshua's coming off of a knockout loss. He's been out the ring for a year, and he has serious fights already lined up. Not to mention, the only fight Anthony Joshua ducked in his entire career, unlike Gervonta Tank Davis, is the Deontay Wilder fight. He fought Alexander Usyk twice. He fought Daniel Dubois. He fought Dillian White. He fought everybody in the heavyweight division outside of Deontay Wilder. And he is trying to fight Tyson Fury now. So he fights the who's of who's in the heavyweight division. Okay? So, yes, he ducked Deontay Wilder, and we are well aware of that. But he's trying to fight Tyson Fury. So that's the only guy that he ducked. Gervonta Tank Davis has a fight that he arguably lost in a controversial draw to Lamont Roach, and he was ducking that to fight a guy that he said that he's not able to fight above 135 pounds, and fighting at 140 was uncomfortable. He's going to fight a catchweight fight at 195, 50 pounds heavier than the 40 pounds that he said was uncomfortable for him to fight, against a guy who is 6'1" with a 76-inch arm reach, but couldn't give us the fights we wanted to see.
This is set to be a true professional boxing match, with Anthony Joshua reportedly determined to give everything he has. There will be no theatrics or exhibition-style performance. Every second in the ring will matter. Both fighters are expected to demonstrate their technique, endurance, and tactical planning, making it a high-stakes, competitive bout that fans won't want to miss.
Both parties agree will be fought as a real professionally sanctioned boxing fight. Now, per latest reports, it's also been said that organizers involved with this event are reportedly putting in a total purse of 140 million British pounds to be evenly split by both participants, meaning 70 million British pounds for both Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua each, which is roughly about 92.3 million.
Jake Paul has once again grabbed headlines, confidently declaring that he will take on Anthony Joshua in an upcoming fight. Known for his bold personality and outspoken demeanor, Paul insists that this matchup will happen regardless of obstacles. He presents himself as relentless in chasing high-profile opportunities, signaling that nothing would deter him from facing one of boxing's biggest stars. Fans remain split. Some admire his determination, while others question whether he can truly pose a challenge to Joshua. Either way, Paul's unwavering focus on making the fight happen adds tension and excitement, fueling media coverage and social media buzz.
I'm here for the vibes. I'm here for the fight. Usyk's one of my favorite fighters, him or David Benavidez. So here to enjoy and just have some fun tonight here at Wembley.
Come on, put some meat on the bones of you and Anthony Joshua. Is it happening or not?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I want it to happen here. All the odds stacked against me. I believe that I will beat him and shock the world and create one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
Tyson Fury was saying he put $1 million on you beating Anthony Joshua.
I seen that. He's backing me. He's a smart lad.
But how do you love the atmosphere here? Wembley's brilliant. We'd love to see you fight here, by the way.
And I love it. Like the UK fans really love boxing even more than American fans. So I'm going around the pubs, talking to all the people, asking them about how they think about the fight. I just love the atmosphere. I love to be here, and this is always history.
Professional boxer Liam Cameron shared his thoughts on how the public is viewing the potential Joshua versus Paul fight. He noted that many expect Joshua to dominate Paul, and that some fans might even enjoy watching a clear mismatch unfold. However, Cameron urges caution, reminding fans that professional boxing rarely follows predictions to the letter. He emphasizes that hype and assumptions can be misleading, and that Jake Paul has previously demonstrated an ability to surprise even seasoned opponents. Cameron's perspective highlights the delicate balance between public expectation and what actually happens once the fighters step into the ring.
I don't like Jake Paul. AJ's going to do you a favour because he's going to flatten him. But big props to that Jake Paul for getting in ring with him. Listen to this, he's a multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire. You don't have to box. And he's fighting him. He's either a madman or he knows something we don't know. But people like saying, oh, I wouldn't take this Jake Paul fight. Listen, every boxer on the planet would fight Jake Paul for money. I'd fight Anthony Joshua for money. I'd get flattened, but I'd fight him. So yeah, I think people sometimes have to watch what they say and think about, if I were going to get 100 million, you put lottery on how many is lottery? Every couple of times a week you put lottery on, hoping to win Euro Millions. That's Euro Millions. He might get out at first round, Jake Paul. He might do. He's not going to come and start swinging at him. He's going to move his feet in and avoid him, but fair play to him. Joshua's been British.
Leon Edwards urged caution and respect for both fighters, avoiding taking sides. He highlighted the unpredictable nature of any matchup, particularly when one competitor comes from a traditional boxing background and the other follows a non-traditional path. That Edwards' perspective reinforces the idea that underestimating an opponent can carry serious consequences. While fans may focus on Joshua's record and achievements, he reminds everyone that mental readiness, adaptability, and strategy are just as important as physical power in determining the outcome of a fight.
But this fight's in the works, Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul. As a Brit, how do you evaluate?
I've just seen that. Someone just told me about that. That's mad. Fair play to Jake Paul, first of all, for taking it. But if Asia doesn't knock him out in like 1-2 rounds, then I feel like the fight must be fixed or something, because I'm going to Anthony Joshua, obviously, for the KO. So yeah, when is it, you know?
It's going to be next month. They work.
Television personalities Jason Kundi and Jamie O'Hara share their unfiltered thoughts on the upcoming fight, calling it highly unpredictable. They suggested that Joshua may be advised to temper his power, holding back against Paul to avoid unnecessary risk. Their observations reflect the unique dynamics of the matchup. Joshua is a seasoned heavyweight, while Paul, despite his skills, doesn't have the same level of professional experience. Kundi and O'Hara emphasize that even with controlled intensity, boxing is inherently dangerous. Their commentary underscores how this bout sparks discussion not just among fans, but also within the professional boxing community.
I don't know, mate.
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah,
I genuinely think it's dangerous.
Well, but that's
putting a world heavyweight champion,
but then the silly,
top 4 or 5 fighters in the world,
then the
You're
cynic
putting
in
him
me
in with a
tells me,
YouTuber who's never had a proper fight.
right, the cynic in me straight away goes, I think AJ's probably going to be told, and I don't know this, don't go heavy on him the first
No, he can't afford to do that. Anthony Joshua can't afford to do
Okay,
that.
well, that's where I'm wrestling with my own mind right now. You asked me the question. How do I feel about it? I don't know what to make of it, mate. I seriously don't know what to make of it. I seriously don't.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it.
I'll watch it because
I don't know whether I will, Jay. Honestly, I probably will close the vote. Right now, I don't know whether I will. I don't know whether I will, honestly. I didn't watch. Was it Jake Paul that fought? Who did he fight? Mayweather. No, Mayweather. I didn't watch that. Who fought Mayweather? Oh, it was. I tell you, it was. Who was the MMA fighter?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
The one that you didn't know the name of, yeah. Logan
Paul, right?
He fought Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't watch that one either, right?
I know, but Jake Paul's got a bit more boxing credentials. He has. Because he
What about McGregor? Who did McGregor fight? Did he fight someone? McGregor, or have I made that up?
Yeah, I don't know. Where's your head at?
I don't know, mate.
I mean,
they all
it's all over the gaff. You gave Andy your number and you gave him the talk.
His name's Adam.
Adam, sorry. You gave Adam the number.
No.
You said 03717 2222.
I gave him the sports.
You gave him the sports number.
No, but I don't.
Get your head out.
No, I don't know. I don't know whether I will.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has pointed out the enormous financial draw behind Anthony Joshua taking on Jake Paul, suggesting it could be the most lucrative payday of Joshua's career. Beyond the money, Hearn stresses that Joshua's professional legacy is already well established, so stepping into this fight wouldn't harm his reputation. Instead, it offers a chance to reach a broader audience and maintain public relevance. Hearn frames a matchup not just as a sporting contest, but as a calculated career and business decision. In today's boxing world, where pay-per-view revenue, sponsorships, and global media exposure play a major role, financial incentives often shape high-profile fights. While some purists may question the sporting legitimacy of Joshua versus Paul, Hearn highlights that such opportunities allow fighters to secure long-term stability while still competing at a high level. This fight represents a mix of entertainment, athleticism, and business strategy, showing how modern boxing balances spectacle with professional planning. Fans can expect not only competitive action in the ring, but also a meticulously orchestrated event designed to maximize exposure and revenue for everyone involved.
It doesn't deflect from our plan with Turki Al-Sheikh in 2026, which is to ultimately fight Tyson Fury and try and get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, then we might do it. Is Jake Paul for real? It'd be mad to do it. Mad. I would have a newfound respect for him. And if we were offered the amount of money that I know is associated with these fights, it would be very difficult for us to say no, Colm.
What is the amount of money that you think? No, but a roundabout figure, like, is it 300 million? Is it 200 million? Is it 100 million?
No, listen, it would be, you know,
biggest payday of his career?
Not necessarily, no. But it would be right up there with the biggest paydays of his career. I can't. There's no point me trying to dress it up to you. I can only be as honest as I can. We can't really turn it down if it's presented to us. And, like, yeah, part of me quite likes the idea of AJ giving him a slap, but I think Jake Paul is mad for even considering Anthony Joshua. But, you know, if we're presented with the opportunity, do we do it? We'll have to wait and see, but probably yes.
People like Dave Allen has criticised the fight. Do you understand criticisms from other fighters about, you know, his legacy being affected in this?
I think, again, it's just be honest. Like I said to Dave Allen then, I said, you talk some shit, you do. I said, you'd fight Jake Paul for $500,000. Oh, I don't know about that. I said, Dave, shut up. And that's what I say to some people. Like, there isn't anybody in our shoes that wouldn't take it. I'm sorry. Like, and you can say, yeah, but
boxer Roy Jones weighed in on the financial side of major matchups like Joshua versus Paul, predicting that the fight will take place and generate substantial revenue for all parties involved. He emphasizes that the bout could be especially advantageous for Joshua, whose career has faced challenges recently. Jones frames the fight as an opportunity for Joshua to regain momentum and re-establish his presence in the public eye. With both financial and reputational stakes high, it presents a potentially rewarding scenario. His perspective highlights the careful balance of risk, reward, and career strategy that top-level fighters must navigate in today's boxing landscape.
I'm going to change subjects just a little bit here. And Anthony Joshua, there's rumours circulating he could be fighting Jake Paul next. One, do you think it's good for boxing? And two, do you think the fight will happen?
I think it's great for boxing. I think the fight will happen. AJ is 1-0 against these guys that come in to these boxing careers late. So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he'd probably make more money fighting Jake Paul than he will fight anybody else that he can fight right now. So why would he not do it? I mean, not that he needs the money right now anyway, but if he's going to do something, if he want to get a good win to put him back on the scene, that's the...
Former heavyweight Tony Bellew issued a serious warning regarding Jake Paul agreeing to face Anthony Joshua. He called the decision dangerously reckless, highlighting the intense physical and mental demands Paul will encounter against a highly experienced and powerful opponent. Drawing from his own time in the ring, Bellew stressed that mistakes against stronger fighters can have severe consequences. His comments serve as a reminder that, beyond the hype and media attention, boxing is a high-risk sport where a single error can have lasting effects, particularly for someone like Paul, who has far less professional experience than Joshua.
Level. This is a really dangerous... He ain't fighting a granddad. He isn't fighting a grandfather. It's absolute lunacy. It's insane. It's dangerously insane. Is right. I never thought I'd say that in my lifetime, but because he says some crazy shit. But
the Wade Concept podcast provided an in-depth analysis, warning Jake Paul about the potential dangers of taking on Anthony Joshua. Host Plemons noted that Paul's typical fighting weight is around 90 kilograms, while Joshua usually competes near 111 kilograms, a 21 kilograms difference that represents a major gap in strength and punching power. The podcast emphasized that this size disparity could have serious consequences for both safety and performance. Beyond the physical mismatch, Plemons also highlighted concerns about stamina, strategic planning, and mental preparedness, offering a thorough look at the challenges Paul would face against a fighter of Joshua's experience and skill level.
Now, one of the biggest issues in making this fight, one, yes, that's the former heavyweight champ. Why is he fighting Jake Paul? And two, why is Jake Paul putting his health and well-being on the line? Because someone asked me on Twitter, Wade, if Jake Paul gets knocked out, will his career be over? Buddy, his life may be over if he gets knocked out by AJ, because that dude put Francis Ngannou flat on his back, and I had never seen Francis Ngannou hurt before. Again, it's boxing, not MMA. Jake has a little more experience, but we're talking about a massive size difference. AJ's still relatively young and still relatively got something left in the tank, and he's only fought the world-class guys for the last 10 years. This would be Jake's not only hardest fight, most dangerous fight of his career. If Jake is doing this, it could signal the last one. I'm not even joking. This could signal Jake being like, I'm having...
The matchup between Joshua and Paul is more than just a headline-grabbing event. It's a clash of very different skill sets and experiences. Joshua's extensive time in professional ranks gives him an advantage in technique, stamina, and ring intelligence. Paul, on the other hand, brings unpredictability, charisma, and confidence gained from recent high-profile bouts. Experts note that the mental aspect, managing pressure, audience expectations, and the weight of reputation, will be just as critical as physical conditioning. A win for Joshua would solidify his dominance, while for Paul, even making it to the rounds could enhance his credibility and standing in the sport.
Netflix thing. We know that Anthony Joshua is an exclusive fighter to DAZN. Eddie Hearn has stated that multiple times. AJ, I'm pretty sure, even has a piece of DAZN. I could be wrong about that, but he signed a mega deal years ago with them. So for this fight to take place on Netflix would mean DAZN would say, you can have one of our biggest cash draws, and I may be in a revenue share thing, or maybe Netflix pays them some money, but you can have our biggest cash draw and we don't have an affiliation with it. That seems a bit unrealistic. But having said that, this isn't a report from anybody in the camp. This is not MVP saying it. This is not Eddie Hearn saying it. This is Mike Coppinger, who I guess has talked to people in the camp. But an independent source saying that they are finalizing a deal. Not that they're in talks. They are finalizing a deal. So this is, again, we're talking 1 yard line, first and goal, right? We're right there. They just need to dot some I's and cross some T's. So I wonder if that's the last barrier. Because when you're finalizing a deal, this isn't time for, oh, well, you can back out if you don't think this is going to make any sense.
That's a wrap for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and we'll see you next time